Alex started having headaches. Not migraines. A dull, pressing pain behind his right eye, appearing every morning at 7:15, like an alarm clock. He went to see his primary care physician. The doctor, a tired woman in her 50s, sent him for standard tests and then to a neurologist. The blood tests were flawless. Perfect. Like an astronaut's. The neurologist, a young man with an iPad instead of a notepad, checked his reflexes. Everything's fine, Mr. Clark. Most likely stress. Try meditating. Get enough sleep. But the pain is every day. At the same time, Alex insisted. Psychosomatics, the neurologist said confidently. Our bodies are strange instruments. Sometimes they give off these alarms. Alex left, feeling like an idiot. The pain continued. At precisely 7:15, he started keeping a diary. 6:55, woke up. 7:10 a.m., made coffee. 7:15 a.m., pain. Intensity 6 out of 10. 2 weeks later, the pain began to appear in the evenings as well. At 9:30 p.m., he saw another doctor. He was referred for an MRI for peace of mind. The MRI showed minor, clinically insignificant soft tissue thickening in the right frontal sinus. No tumors. No abnormalities. See? The new doctor said, pointing to the scan. Everything is fine. You should see a therapist. We have good specialists. Alex felt uneasy. His pain was real. Palpable. He could feel it. But the screens, printouts, and authority figures in white coats kept repeating, everything is fine. It's all in your head. Literally. In the 3rd month, a new symptom appeared. Numbness. The fingertips of his left hand would sometimes lose sensation. For a minute. Then it would return. He went to a private clinic to see the best specialist in the city. There, he was met by a team, a neurologist, a psychologist, and a general practitioner. They reviewed his medical history. They reviewed all the scans and tests. Mr. Clark, the psychologist began quietly, we see here a classic picture of somatoform disorder. High-functioning anxiety manifesting through physical symptoms. A very characteristic time reference, 7:15, 9:30. This is often associated with traumatic events at that time in the past. There were no injuries. Alex exclaimed. Sometimes we suppress them, the neurologist said. The body remembers what the mind has forgotten. He was prescribed a mild antidepressant and sent to long-term psychotherapy. Take the pills. They will help relieve anxiety, and the symptoms will go away. He started drinking. The pain didn't go away. It changed. It became background noise he could ignore. The pills made him lethargic, apathetic. But he was glad, so it was all just in my head. I'm sick, but not in the way I thought. Then, at breakfast, he dropped his cup. His left hand simply let go. The cup shattered. He looked at his fingers. They obeyed him, but the moment he fell, the connection between his brain and muscles had been severed. He stopped taking the pills. He consulted an osteopath, a chiropractor, a traditional healer. Everyone said different things. Nothing helped. The crisis had happened. At work. During a presentation, he suddenly couldn't find the right word. A simple, ordinary word. He looked at his colleagues, and his mind was blank. He mumbled something, embarrassed, the presentation a failure. The next day, his boss called. Alex, we're all concerned. You haven't been yourself for months. You look exhausted. Maybe you should take a vacation? Go somewhere? And the boss hesitated. I got a call from HR. Your wife, she was worried. She said you were refusing treatment and becoming paranoid. Alex was stunned. He hadn't told his wife anything. He was hiding the worst. It turned out that a psychologist from a private clinic had called her to take a history. He asked if she had noticed any changes in his behavior, if he had mentioned any conspiracies among his doctors. His wife, frightened, blurted it all out, that he was angry with his doctors, that he was seeking alternative treatments, that he believed in a secret illness. Now he had a label. Not just a patient, but a problem patient. Someone who denies the diagnosis. A classic symptom. The symptoms were progressing. Brief memory lapses. Auditory hallucinations? No, just tinnitus. That's what the ENT said. Because of stress. One morning, he woke up with a slight numbness on the left side of his face. It felt like he'd gotten a shot at the dentist. He went to the emergency room. Panicked. They examined him. They did another MRI. They compared it with the previous one. No changes, said the doctor on duty. Absolutely none. It's psychogenic numbness. A very common occurrence in anxiety disorders. But I feel it. Alex screamed. I'm not anxious. I'm afraid. That's different. Your fear is a symptom, Mr. Clark. He was released. But a note from the psychiatrist in the emergency room appeared in his medical record. Patient exhibits affective lability, denial of psychogenic origin of symptoms. A real, physical illness, whatever it was caged in a cage of flawless tests and psychiatric reports. The final scene. He's sitting at home. The pain behind his eye throbs. His arm is numb. He looks at himself in the bathroom mirror. He sees his face. And at that moment, his left pupil, the one that always hurts, slowly, almost imperceptibly dilates. It becomes larger than the right. Anisocoria. Uneven pupil size. An objective symptom. A sign that can't be attributed to anxiety. It can be photographed, measured. He grabs his phone, turns on the front camera to take a selfie as evidence. He holds it up to his face. On the screen is his face. And two absolutely identical, normal pupils. He looks in the mirror, the left pupil is dilated. He looks at the phone screen, both are the same. He doesn't know what to believe. The mirror? Or a digital image that, like all his medical records, says he's fine. He lowers the phone. His gaze falls on the bottle of pills he stopped taking. The instructions read, may cause disturbances of accommodation and perception. What if the pills he stopped taking a month ago actually caused harm? What if all his symptoms are a side effect, a rare, terrible one that no one recognizes? Or what if this is the disease itself, disguised as a side effect? He doesn't know. He can no longer distinguish fact from fiction, physical illness from mental illness, a real symptom from a hypnotic one. The system designed to treat him has convinced everyone, including perhaps himself, that he's simply gone crazy. And the scariest thing is that when he closes his eyes to cope with the pain, he's no longer sure if it's really there. Or if he's just imagining it very clearly.